Hi, everyone, and welcome to this week's Zeep Report. Wow, did I have an incredible opportunity to go and tour probably, I'm going to say, one of the nicest, most well-built homes that I've seen probably in, I'm going to say 20 years. This home was in Redmond. We had an opportunity to tour this home. I had an opportunity to take my agents to tour this home. And when I say this home was not just well built, memorable, spectacular. And it's not just about a home having a beautiful design style or just beautiful landscaping. A beautiful luxury home is a home that when you arrive at the home, you have a feeling. The home makes a statement. The home has a personality. The home speaks to you. We're going to talk quality in a moment, but first I want to talk specifically about location, the setting, the landscaping. So when we first arrived at the home, I couldn't take 5 steps without counting hundreds, and I mean hundreds of thousands of dollars of landscaping. The tree work on this property alone, and what I said to my agents when we were there, I said, just take a look at the trees in this property. Whoever built this home, whoever decided on this landscaping plan, they had a professional arborist sit down and ask the question, how is this home's landscaping going to age beautifully? Wow, I'm telling you, this property was like a park. I could see having a child's wedding at this property and it being so intimate and beautiful. First of all, let's talk about that setting. End of a road, private, quiet, serene, beautiful, lush, exquisite, mature landscaping, beautifully manicured landscaping. That's just the landscaping and the setting. Now let's talk about the rock work, the gate work, and I'm talking about real iron gates. I haven't seen the iron work in a home like this home had probably in about 15 years since I was when I used to work a very, very, very high end market. The work on this properties, the marriage of landscaping and hardscaping, beautiful. So that's just, we're not even at the house yet. Let's take a step back from the house. You can't even appreciate the house until you take a moment to just sit in the wonder of this piece of property. So the property is beautiful. I felt like I was in Bushard Gardens in Victoria. I felt like I'm going to definitely give away that I used to, I was born in Canada. It's a place in Vancouver, my favorite place to go. It is called Seasons in the Park. It is a restaurant in Queen Elizabeth Park. And when you're sitting in Queen Elizabeth Park, you get this feeling of serenity, being in nature, beautiful. And when I was at this property, that's exactly how I felt. So the setting is beautiful, the landscaping is exquisite. And it's not just nice manicured landscaping, it is the marriage of the right trees, the right shrubs, the right hedges, the right of everything. It wasn't overdone, it wasn't underdone, it was well done. So that's just the landscaping. Then we get to the house, and you walk up to the house, and the home has got these beautiful, and I mean just beautiful, incredible, and I'm going to say something I haven't seen in a long time, these beautiful, incredible finishings. So we're going to start first with the finishings outside, which was the stucco work. Now, whoever did the stucco work in this house, they did it the good old fashioned way, which is done by hand. It's a very artisan technique that is done, beautiful quality. Then you come to the front door, solid iron, heavy, beautiful, stately. Talk about setting the tone for the house. The thing that I loved about this house tour that I thought was just so special was in a world where today we build houses a little bit faster, we build them a little bit more modern, we build them with a little less stuff, and we use sometimes finishing that is not as artisan. I guess that's probably the best way to put it. This home just felt very cared for. This home felt quality. When you open the front door and you see the woodwork alone in this house, the woodwork in this house is exquisite. The woodwork throughout the house. And the thing about this house, what makes a luxury home luxury is the continuity of materials throughout the house. So throughout the home, it's not like the woodwork was done well on the main level and not on the second level. Oh no. And it wasn't just done well in the master. Oh my goodness, every single room. The other thing about this home that was done extremely well, and I talk about site placement a lot when I talk about designing homes, because you guys know that's my favorite thing to do. How a home is set on a piece of property is extremely important. Whoever did the site placement at this home, it didn't matter what bedroom I was in. I was either looking out to the front. And by the way, did I mention that when you walked into the property, there is a neuroscience now around design, around architecture, around nature, biophilic design, bringing the outdoors in. And the one thing I loved is, didn't matter almost what room I was in. Oh my goodness. I remember being in one of the upstairs bedrooms, and I literally leaned over as though I was going to be, sitting or lying in that bed. And I wanted to take myself to that moment where at the end of the day, you go to relax. And I'm looking out at the beautiful recirculating water feature that greets you at the front door. So talk about beautiful. Okay. This is not a house. This is not just a home. This is an experience, right? This home is an experience. The other thing I loved about it is the continuity of materials throughout. You don't see the kind of stucco work that was done in this house. I haven't seen it in a long time. Also, I'm really picky about something called Venetian plaster, because Venetian plaster, you can do it one of three ways: really bad, bad, or very well. And it's very hard to do, very expensive, and it takes an artisan. In the dining room and in the eating area room off the kitchen, they had the most beautiful Venetian plaster on the ceilings, and it was like an ice skating rink. It was that smooth. The Venetian plaster in this home was done to perfection. Not to mention, you come in, the stonework. Oh my goodness, the fireplace stonework. Now, you need to appreciate design that is well done, design that's got character. This home has character. It's got this beautiful kind of Mediterranean, almost Mediterranean with a little bit of English garden in it. And I'm talking a beautiful design style. Also, when you think about the how the house lived, just how the house felt, how it lived, beautiful master on the main, gorgeous, nice, large living area, formal dining area, formal another area for eating off the kitchen. There's just so much space. It was so well done. Every room I went to had personality and character. Lots of room upstairs for, oh my goodness, the bonus room was massive, huge. Also interesting, when I was in the bonus room, I was examining the roof. I was examining the stone outside. The stonework on this house is exquisite. Also, you can always tell a well-built home when you see stonework done, let's say around an exterior fireplace and one that faces a part of the property that you're not ever going to possibly walk behind. And you go and you walk behind that exterior fireplace and you see that the quality of the stone wasn't minimized, because a lot of people will put real stone in the front, they'll put cultured stone in the back. The stonework, the stucco work, the paint work, the plaster work, the woodwork, we're talking throughout this home was beautiful. But when you go outside in the back, you're blown away by the front. Okay. You're blown away in the house. And then you walk outside, and I walked outside and was like, forget it. This is just too incredible. It was beautiful. An outdoor kitchen, but not just an outdoor barbecuing area. I'm talking about a chef's kitchen with warming drawers and refrigeration. There's cooling, heating. That barbecue alone is incredible. Another fire area out back. And the house wasn't overdone. So just so much about this property I love. So I really encourage you, if you want to, especially if you have a very, very picky buyer, okay? This is the type of quality that picky buyers like, right? Because you guys know how picky I can be. And it takes a lot to impress me. You guys tell me, when in the last 20 years have I done a Zebra report on a house I have toured? Now, I have talked a lot about my favorite builder out there, a couple of favorite builders I have, and the product that they're building now, which is, a little bit newer and modern. But I don't tour a lot of houses that impress me. So I am just so appreciative that I had an opportunity to go through this home. I'm appreciative that all of my agents had an opportunity to go and see what Denise's definition of a well-built house looks like. Denise's definition of a home that is cohesive. Denise's definition about a property that just literally is the epitome of serenity. At the end of the day, when I go home, you know what I said on the way home to Shauna? If I could have transplanted that property into the area I live, I would have bought it in a hot second. I love that property so much, and I don't love anything that much. So that impressed me because something magical happens when you're in a property that is so well done and it just feels at home. You feel safe, you feel this sense of serenity, and also nature is the most healing thing that we have. And you felt like to be able to live in a garden, just like a landscaper's dream. So I just again I want to thank the Amy, the agent. I want to thank David Pope for bringing me the idea to even let me know about this property. I want to thank the seller. Oh my gosh. And the seller of this property, boy, what a highlight. What a pleasure. What a great, great seller. And I can see why this home was perfect for him because, when you live in a house like that, you're going to be happy and you're going to be sharing and you're just going to be such a wonderful person because it makes you be that. So I didn't expect anything else. And again, thank you to everybody involved in giving me the opportunity just to get out of, I'm in my office a lot and by the way, I tour construction all the time. I just came back from Arizona. I was just down in Las Vegas. I see a lot of stuff, but what a pleasure to see a home that, by the way, it was timeless, timeless, timeless. And remember, the final thing I want to say is the beauty of these homes is that if you keep their character and their quality, you can go in and make them your own. You can add your little special touches to it. But boy, what a pleasure. So to everybody involved in helping me go and tour this home, thank you. What a pleasure. What a treat.